Welcome back to the Why So Series podcast. We are back after yesterday doing a quick pregame for this. We are here for season 8 of Game of Thrones, and we are recapping episode 1, Winterfell. The Great War has come. The wall has fallen. The Night's King's army of the dead marches towards Westeros. The end is here, but who will take the Iron Throne? What a shitty synopsis. Before we get
that's
into
terrible.
Yeah, that's horrible. Before that's really bad. Before we get into the actual everything with the show, we'll just get overall thoughts. Steph, what you think about episode 1?
Woo! I am shook. Well, actually, no. Jamie's shook. I was. Wow.
Yeah.
We are not pulling no punches. We are not giving any kind of. Man, we ain't even getting no lube. It's just like, we just getting straight to the fucking. It's like, well, goddamn. Like, all of this happening in what? Man, I need some foreplay for my Game of Thrones.
You ain't getting no foreplay. 8 episodes.
Yeah.
None. It's like, sheesh.
Devin, what'd you think?
I thought it was great. I missed the first 7 minutes of it, so you guys will have to catch me up. But I saw my man Braun. My man Braun literally, like, he like had a threesome that was real casual about like that shit. 2 seconds, got cock blocked 2 seconds into it. I don't even get that. But the dragons, oh my God, the actual, like, I can't watch a movie that has dragons with it ever now because of that shit. The budget is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, I'm here for it. Bran and his looks. Yo, Bran this year doesn't even need dialogue. His face alone is selling this shit. I fucking love Khaleesi fucking stone facing and telling niggas the realest shit ever. She does it to everybody. She just tells niggas the realest shit with the straightest face. I love it. I love this fucking episode. It was great.
All right, cool. I loved it too. So let's get into the show. All right, so we start off in Winterfell, and you see this little boy running around. And you can tell, like, the armies are marching in. It's like this whole processional thing. And you see Arya sitting there smiling. And then Jon and Dany literally come riding in on a high horse.
Oh.
Both looking regal, riding next to each other.
Looking like a snack warehouse. Oh, my God.
Arya looked happy as hell to see Jon. Then they keep showing some more people, and then the Hound rides in, and she's like, "The fuck is this nigga doing here?" And then Tyrion, they go to Tyrion and Varys in the back of this cart, and Tyrion still talking shit to Varys about not having no dick.
He stay hitting that nigga with it.
They never gonna let that go. See, Steph, he might be a merman.
He might be a merman. That is just crazy to me. I'm like, merman?
He might be a merman.
Merman.
Maybe he was born with no dick.
Oop, oop. That's true. He wasn't born. He was born with the dick. It's just, the voodoo witch doctor.
Oh yeah,
took it.
That's right. So then Jon and Dany are talking, and he's basically like, Northerners, I'm just gonna warn you, Northerners don't like outsiders, so they're not really trusting the people like you. And so she gave him this look like, well, they're gonna learn to trust me. And then the dragons come flying in, and them niggas was like, oh shit, it's fucking dragons. They changed quick as shit in their face. And then I think that was Arya and Sansa's first time seeing the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
So they look shocked as hell. And so then everybody's doing their formalities. He come in and hug Bran, and he's like, "Where's Arya?" And Sansa's like, "Off hiding or something." Or plot. What'd she say? She off
lurking.
Yeah. She off
like
there
she usually
lurking.
did. That's what she did when she was in Winterfell before. She would always lurk around.
I said, Sansa hating already. Little did we know, there's more of that to come.
Damn right. God damn.
And then, of course, weird ass Bran is like, all right, that's enough of this shit, man. The Night King is coming. The Night King is coming. I was like, yo, can they at least get their hugs off? Like,
no.
something.
No,
No,
we don't have time. We don't have time for this.
Brand's like, my time is limited here.
Hey,
Actually, I'm gonna start calling him the 3-Eyed Raven because that nigga ain't Brand
It's
no
what
more.
he is.
That nigga ain't That nigga ain't Brand no more. But hey, so do y'all think that like in episode 3 we gonna be like at least done with the wars and shit like that? The White
Well, that's when the Night King's army is going to get there. The battle for Winterfell is going to be against the Night King.
Right. Episode 3. You think we're going to get episode 3?
No, that is what the name of episode 3 is. Battle of Winterfell.
Thank you, because you know me, I just be walking into this shit.
Yeah, so that is what happens in episode 3. So next week is I wouldn't say filler, but it's more going to be like it's going to be setting up for this big battle. With the Night King.
So then they was talking, and one of the houses was like, we don't got no horses and shit. And so Sansa was like, take all the horses you need, whatever. And then Jon was like, we need to send some ravens to the Night Watch and tell them to get their ass up here because there ain't no point in protecting the fucking castles. We need you here. And then Lady Mormont stands up. And she is not here for this bullshit.
She is a whole mood.
She was like, nigga, we made you king of the North, and you left us, and you just gonna ride back in here like ain't shit happened?
You can't just be shacking up with your southern whore. It's like you might as well just say southern whore.
And
might as well. You're right.
He was like, listen. Y'all out here worrying about these titles and shit. It's dead people coming after us.
Right.
We don't gotta worry about this.
Why is he the only one that can focus on what the fuck is really happening? Like throughout everybody he talks to, nobody is worried
because
about
they haven't seen them. That's basically what this is.
Yeah,
nobody has seen them. So it's kind of like that one thing, like everybody telling you a rumor, but you ain't seen it yourself. So you're like, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Look, I got bigger fish to fry.
And he like,
I ain't got no food for my horses.
Yeah, he was like, listen, I told y'all I was going to get help. This is the best help we can get. We got the biggest army in the world. We got 2 full-grown dragons. We ready to go. If they weren't here, we die. And she was like, yeah, but we named you King of the North, and now you out here bending the knee.
Bending the knee in that bedroom. You better go ahead, John.
He was definitely doing that. And he was like, yeah, that was the honor of my life, but I ain't trying to die right now again. So
again, true.
Let's put this shit to the side for now. And then of course Tyrion always got to explain shit. He gets up and tells them Jon is noble and he fought them already, and Dany's is the queen that loves people and she's coming to help save everybody. And the Lannister army's on their way, and they're like, the Lannisters. Oh, I'd rather die than have them fight with me.
Nigga, they don't like you either. What are you? Shut up. It's like they don't like you. Why are you here?
And I was like, this nigga Tyrion really think the Lannisters coming?
Man, sir, nobody don't care. They hate y'all.
And so then they went up to, they asked them, was like, yo, but Sansa was like, yeah, we got this biggest army, but how are we supposed to feed this biggest army? Plus 2 full-grown dragons? She's like, the fuck dragons even eat anyway? And Dany was like, whatever they want. I was like, y'all gonna start feeding them people? Y'all don't got people to waste. Y'all need all the people you can get. So then they show Gentry. He's basically like the blacksmith in Winterfell. And he's like, here go. Bring all that dragon glass in here. I'm about to make some shit. So I think they're going to make like arrows and swords and daggers and all types of shit with that dragon glass. And put them on the spears for the unsullied and all that shit.
Ain't nobody better than when that fucking bow and arrow than fucking my man Theon. Shit.
He coming back.
So then you get Tyrion and Sansa having a reunion. This is like the reunion episode. And Tyrion is like, kind of happy to see that she still made it and everything. And they do this little thing back and forth. And then Tyrion was like, many people underestimated her, and most of them are dead. And I'm like, yeah, Sansa's smart now. I hated Sansa the first 4 seasons,
Oh no, I still hate that bitch.
but
Okay.
you can't
All
hate
right.
her after last season.
I mean, I
Really
still hate
can't.
that bitch. But,
Okay.
she's a survivor.
Yeah, she also saved Jon Snow's dumbass.
That is baby Catelyn right there. That is baby Catelyn. It's like, girl, if you are forest beyond the trees.
See,
Forest
you are Jon
beyond
Snow.
the trees.
Jon Snow, dumbass, almost got killed and got saved by Sansa, and he's still out here talking about Sansa talk too much and shit. And
But she do talk too much.
Exactly.
Not saying that she not always right, but she do talk too much. It's like, girl, she brought you 2 big ass dragons, and you like, get the fuck out. I'm like, what?
And Tyrion was like, yeah, but the Lannisters, they on their way. And Sansa was like, nigga, you think they coming down here? And Tyrion was like, listen, Cersei, I think she got something to live for now, and I don't think she want to die, so she gonna send them. And then Sansa was like, and I thought you were smart, and just left out the room.
Because she know. It's
She
like, she know better than anybody. And it's like Tyrion should know better. It's like, you really, baby. It's like, girl, child, the ghetto. It's like she couldn't wait to double cross you. Like, she don't give a shit.
Yeah, she don't care. She don't care at all. So then Bran is just, and then Bran, they look down and there go Bran again, the 3-eyed raven, just staring at Tyrion, not saying shit. I'm like, he everywhere just staring at people, weird as fuck. So then Jon and Arya finally hook up at the tree. And I'm like, yes, finally. And Jon was like, have you been using needle? And Arya was like, yeah, once or twice. And I was like, little do you know, Jon, you about to find out where she been at. And Jon was like, Sansa thinks she's smarter than everyone. And Arya was like, she's the smartest nigga I know. And Jon was like, you on her side? And then she was like, I'm on the side of family. And don't you forget, you part of this family. And I was like, okay, Arya, taking charge. Setting that nigga straight.
The only real one.
So, Steph, what'd you think about that opening act in Winterfell?
For me, it was glorious to see them marching into Winterfell, because I was like, whose army is this? And then I was like, wait, that's the Unsullied. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a shot of Daenerys and Jon Snow riding into Winterfell. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then the dragons, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a lot. And then I saw Sansa's face. I'm like, God, she's baby Catelyn. She is baby Catelyn. It's like, because Catelyn did that stone face thing too. It's like,
Okay.
Devin, did you see any of that?
No.
You missed all of that.
Yes.
That had to be more than 10 minutes. So you had to miss more than 10 minutes.
Cersei. I saw Cersei and Cersei do her thing. We went to King's Landing.
Okay, so that's where we go next. So then we go to King's Landing, and Qyburn's telling Cersei that the dead is broken through the wall. And Cersei was like, good. I'm like, what?
she is a dumbass.
She's so evil. She thinks she's so safe. And Euron is they go to Euron, he on the boat with Yara, and he talking shit to Yara. And I said on Twitter, I was like, how long before this nigga talk about fucking Cersei? And 2 minutes later,
right to the money.
2 minutes later, he's like, yeah, I'm trying to go fuck this queen. And
my queen. Don't you get it twisted. That is his queen.
Oh yeah, my queen. And then Yara's like, why don't you just get this shit over with? And he's like, I don't got nobody to talk to. It's boring on this boat. And so then then Euron show up at the throne with Captain Strickland from the Gold Company, and they talking about like, yeah, a few people ain't make it on the trip. Euron lost some bets to him and they want to pay up, so he just killed them. And so he was like, they probably not worth fighting for anyway if I can just whip their ass like that. And so she's like, Cersei like, where the damn elephants at? And the Gold Company's like, yeah, we got elephants, but we ain't putting them on no boat. The fuck wrong with you? She
What's an elephant on a boat? She's so stupid.
Niggas was waiting for these elephants though. That's the only thing I'm mad about. We ain't see no elephants, and niggas, we was kind of promised elephants. Cause like you don't
Who
want
puts an elephant on a boat?
I dig that, but we wanted to see fucking elephants again.
Nope.
Yes or no?
It's going on a boat.
Stephanie.
It can't fit on the boat.
Stephanie, did we not want to see elephants? Yes or no?
Devin clearly doesn't know how big an elephant is.
I mean, what we doing?
I didn't say it had to make fucking sense. I just said niggas wanted to see elephants.
Ooh,
luckily, we're watching a show that tries to make sense. But it's not Black Lightning.
Oh, damn, that was shots
fired.
So then Euron, he thirsty as fuck. He can't even get through this whole battle plan and shit.
That's the shit that's crazy, yo.
When I'm gonna get to talk to you one-on-one? And
when am I gonna get some pussy? I mean, that's basically what he said.
Yo, my man said, I'm tired of beating my dick on this goddamn shit.
And she was like, bitches. I told you when the war's... She's like, I told you when the war's over. He like, nigga, the war is a long time.
No. That nigga said wars last long times.
And then Cersei was like, you want a whore, buy one. You want a queen, earn one.
Woo!
And
Bars.
And then Euron was like, he said something else. He said something like, he's like, listen. He's like, I'm sad. He's like, well, I've been doing all this shit for you, and you can't even like give me a hand job or nothing. You just gonna let me sit here? That's basically what he said. And
he said, I get something. Who did he kill? He killed somebody. I got your army. I brought an army to you, and you have showed me no affection.
Mm-hmm. So she stopped and looked back, and she basically gave him like when you with a girl about to drop him off at their house, and then they go, "You want to come upstairs?" She basically said that. She's like, "All right, you can come upstairs, nigga."
Hey yo, and the fucking mountain was like, "Bitch, hold up." I mean, I guess she said it's okay. Like the mountain is everything, yo, and that nigga being half dead, I love this shit.
So then they go to Bronn, and he with some hoes, and
they his hoes. Though.
He stay with hoes, and he ready to go. He about to have a foursome, and then here come Qyburn cop blocking ass walking in, talking about the queen, blah 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 blah, and Bronn like, yeah, but nigga, did you see these hoes here? And
they was fit. They was some fit bitches. They fit.
And he was like, listen, Queen Cersei is trying to rectify her brother's lies. I know they're going to promise you a house and a bag of gold, and you ain't get none of that shit yet. So we got that shit set up for you, nigga. All you got to do is take care of this one little thing for the queen. And he's like, so what you want me to do? And he bring that big-ass crossbow, and I was like, oh, she want him to kill Tyrion. That's his boy, too.
She wants both of them. She said both of them.
Both of them.
And I was like, yo.
That shit fucked me up. She's like both of them.
She said both of them. But see, that's the thing. Of course, she's doing a cowardly thing. She's asking Bronn to do it.
Yep.
But here's the thing.
I can't get my hands dirty.
Wait, but here's the thing. Jamie's going to
win Super Bowls if Aaron Hernandez.
But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Jamie's going to figure out where that's coming from. Bronn don't just kill nobody unless somebody is paying him to do it. So who else is paying him to do it except her? He going to figure that out, and he going to gut her ass. He's like, oh, we over? Got it.
So you telling me Jamie going to kill Cersei?
Oh, remember, that's what I said last night, Devin. I'm like, it's going to have to be Jamie. I'm like, this is setting it up for it to be Jamie.
Word.
It's like,
I wanted to be, though.
You giving an order? I'm like, that's the thing. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, have you ever seen Bronn kill nobody without something to benefit him and or somebody paying him to do it?
That's
he don't kill nobody. It's like, oh no. It's like, oh, this is setting up for Jamie going to kill Cersei.
What is he? Is he Bronn of Blackwater? What is
Bronn of the Blackwater?
Yes.
So do you think Bronn is going to go through with it stuff and try to kill Tyrion and Jamie?
I think I don't know if he's going to. Because Bronn is like, because when he said it, it was like, wait a minute. I'm like, yeah, I actually think he really likes Tyrion.
He fuck with Tyrion and Jamie, though. That's the shit about it. He fuck with both of them.
Mm-hmm. So he's looking like, yeah, I don't want to do this. But the thing about it is, if I think he's going to figure this out, it's like if Cersei has no problem double crossing everybody, what makes you think she actually is going to give you what you want? She double crossed everybody. Nobody ain't figured that out yet.
She not, but he don't know that yet.
It was
I
just
think
like
he might know that.
She double crosses everybody. That's the thing. He is there for everything. He has seen her do it. She did it with the army. He was there. He know. It's like you didn't know she double crosses everybody, even her own family. But then say family over everything. I'm like, aren't they your family?
That's true. That is true.
It's like, child.
So then they cut to Cersei and Euron getting dressed, and Cersei sitting there drinking wine, and I'm like, damn, Euron. I can't tell if he put it on her or not. But
I don't think he put it on her.
That dick was trash.
It had to be. It had to be tragic.
I don't think so. I think she liked it.
I think she likes
that nigga
him.
Swag, yo.
She likes
him.
him.
You ever meet a young nigga? Like, young niggas be extra ambitious with it, and women like them young niggas sometimes. Like, they like dudes that go after the shit, like, and be extra braggadocious about it, and they have some swag with them, and they go over with these grand gestures and shit. Some women like that shit from young dudes, you know what I mean? And he the new dick. So, when you come with the new dick, you gotta come extra, you know what I mean? And that's what Euron is, honestly. That's all he is. And he's not gonna be around.
And Cersei again asking about them damn elephants. She really wanted to see some elephants.
See?
And then Euron was.
It won't fit over the boat, sir. What we doing?
I agree. What I'm saying.
Euron was typical fuckboy talking about. So how good was my dick? How's it compared to your dead husband?
If you gotta ask, your dick is trash.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right there.
I think he just wanted to hear her say it. He that type of person.
Oh, he definitely is that type of person, without question. But I still think it was trash.
And then she was like, nigga, you the most overconfident nigga I ever met, and I like that shit. And then he was like, good, because I'm trying to put a prince in you. And I was like, little do you know, buddy. Little do you know. And she's still drinking that wine and shit. Like, do they not know alcohol fuck up with babies? Well, you don't think she's pregnant?
I mean, I assume she's pregnant because I don't think Cersei be bullshit with her shit about that.
I don't know. She's still drinking that wine. So then they cut to the.
Back in the day, who cared? Who knew about? There was no study out like, oh, you can't drink wine when you're pregnant. There was no.
I feel like they knew that for a long time.
I disagree.
And then they go to the boat and niggas getting shot with arrows, and Theon come in and he saved Yara. And I said, they saving Yara quick as shit.
As shit.
And then as soon as he untied her, Yara headbutt Theon dumbass. And I was like, yeah, bitch, she ain't forget you jumped off the boat. Like, and left her ass. She ain't forget.
Gotta take that. Take it.
And then she helped him up, and she was like, you did good. And then Theon based on his redemption tour, and she was like, oh, you want to go to Winterfell and fight with the Starks, don't you? And she was like, go ahead, and so you can tell Dany that she can come out here where the dead can't get her. And I was like, y'all just want to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is. She still want Dan. She still want getting them panties.
Man, I love it.
And I said,
go after Yara. I'm like, you better be Dany Studspin. You better go out there and get your boo. That's all I got to say.
And I was just like, why don't everybody just go to the Iron Islands? If the dead can't go across the water,
I was thinking
or go to Dorne, they can't come out there and get you. Them niggas safe.
Get some dragons, fuck as many of them White Walkers up as you can. Get out of there when it get real tight. Man, we going to the Iron Islands. That's it.
But I don't know.
Because apparently people got an open invitation. Apparently, I didn't even know that shit was the thing.
So then Davos is talking and with Tyrion and who else was with them?
Davos and what's the
Varys.
Fucking Varys.
Yeah, and he was like, Jon Snow brought peace to all the kingdoms in the north, and now you bringing Dany in here, this is gonna fuck this whole shit up. And Davos is like, the north is loyal, telling Tyrion, he's like, they ain't loyal to Jon. They don't give a fuck about Dany. And so then they see him like being cute and shit as a couple, and they like, why don't they lead together?
Boot up. Da-da, boot up.
And I said, wait till you find out. And so Varys, he stayed with some bars. He was like, respect is how the young keep us at a distance. And I was like, okay, Varys.
That shit's real.
Okay. So then Danny was talking again, and I think Sansa gave her some shade about something. Danny was talking to John, and John was like, she was like, your sister don't like me, and she was like, Sansa just don't, she just don't trust people or whatever, and she was like, he was like, she don't know you though, boo, she don't know you like I know you. And Danny was like, that bitch don't. She was like, she don't gotta be my friend. But she was about to say, but that bitch need to bend the knee. But then somebody jumped over. I mean, somebody interrupted them. It was like, the dragons, they not eating. So they go out there to see the dragons. And I was like, the dragons are like niggas from Florida when they get below 60 degrees. They don't know how it functions.
Hey, I'm one of them dudes, yo. Like I used to have the thinnest blood ever, yo. Like if you live in Florida, like whenever you go back to the north, yo, that shit is the worst, yo. I would step off the plane and it'd be like 60 degrees. I'd be like, yo, I got to go back to Florida. Yo. This shit is terrible. It's terrible.
So then they go out there to see the dragons, and I was like, oh, this nigga John about to ride a dragon already? I was like, I told y'all.
You did say it. I was like, oh my God. And Brandon called this.
Drogon.
But I mean, we knew that when what's the other dragon that won't get ridden? The one he rode. He looked him in the eye and was like, you can touch me, nigga. So
that was Rhaegal.
But we didn't think it was gonna be this soon though.
I mean, it's been forever, so I mean it's not too soon.
They go on like a joyride and shit. And I said, John looked like that nigga from the Never Ending Story. Riding on that big ass thing.
Oh man.
And then they land and they by this hot spring and they about to fuck. And Drogon looking at John like, nigga, you better not be fucking. And I mean, she looking at Danny. He looking at Danny like, don't fuck your fucking nephew. What the fuck wrong with you? That's a Targaryen. Why you think I let him on my back? And then they end up having sex. So then the Hound and Arya meet again. And I was like, oh,
they
shit.
Had sex outside in the cold, nigga.
Yes, they did. That's a hot spring, Devin.
Oh,
they probably did it in the water.
All right, you got it. I don't want to trouble.
She said, come keep your queen warm. The fuck else you think that mean?
I mean, I guess it mean I want you inside me. I guess.
And so
I didn't know.
The Hound was like, I figured you was here. And they was talking shit. And then the Hound stand up and was like, you a cold little bitch, aren't you? I was like, that's about the nicest thing the Hound can say. That was like a compliment to Arya. So I don't think Arya's going to kill the Hound now, even though it's still on his list. She may do it after everything done, knowing her. But we'll see. And so then Arya, they're talking to Gentry, and she's like,
what kind of weapon was that? Like the blueprint, what did it look like to y'all?
I didn't see it.
It kind of looked like
it came apart.
It came apart, so it looked like maybe a knife or maybe a spear.
That's what it looked like, a spear to me. But what would the part that came off be like? That's what I'm confused about.
I don't know, but I'm like, girl, she plotting. I'm like, ooh, she plotting.
So, do you think she's gonna like change faces, change faces on people this year?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here for Arya the assassin. I'm so here for her.
Definitely.
She is my Patronus.
And she was basically like, I got some Valyrian steel. And he was like, oh, you just like any other rich bitch I know. And Arya was like, but you don't know any other rich bitches.
He really don't, though. I'm like, who you know? You don't know nobody?
Who's gonna take me, boo? That shit was everything, yo.
Who you know? You don't know nobody?
And so then Sansa was telling John, like, some of these niggas not gonna fight with us. They say no. And John was like, the fuck is wrong with you and the rest of these people? We are going to die without the help of Daenerys and her dragons. Y'all stupid? What's wrong with y'all? And Sansa just sitting there quiet, and she seemed like she's starting to listen to him, and then she was like, "All right then, nigga, whatever. I'm with you on that. But did you bend the knee because you saved the North, or you bend the knee because you love her?"
Yo, I was like, yo, I hate that bitch. Cause shut up, bitch. You don't know. You don't know what's going on over here.
That's why she asked him. The fuck you mean?
Mad as fuck. No, I'm just saying I was mad as fuck if I was John. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just trying to save everybody, bitch. That's what I'm trying to do.
So, then the fucking Jorah brings Dany to meet Sam, and she's thanking Sam for curing Jorah of rock AIDS, and Sam was like, can I get a pardon? And Dany was like, for
they don't
what?
know what the fuck he talking about. They don't know what the fuck he is talking about.
She's like, for what? And he's like, I got some overdue books at the library, and I'm not trying to pay this fine, for real.
And I sold them shits.
And then she was like, and he was like, oh yeah, I took this sword too, but it really is my sword, but I took it. And she was like, oh, your daddy is the Tarly nigga? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, I burned that nigga. And he's like, what? And she's like, oh yeah, I gave him a chance to keep all their land and their name and everything. All they had to do was bend the knee.
Yo, here come the good part.
And he ain't bend the knee. And so Sam was like, well, all right, I don't really fuck with that nigga anyway. Now my brother gonna be in charge. And then she was like, that nigga still right next to him. So he got barbecued too. And Sam was like, what? And Sam is going through it.
I was like, wait. I'm like, what? Oh, Sam.
Bitch, why your face so still right now? That's what I was thinking. Like, bitch, yo, that's my family. Bitch, do you have any sympathy? She had zero.
That's the first sign of Mad Queen when she burnt them too. And then
she don't care. I'm like, I said bend the knee. What you want to?
So Reese thinks that Dany's going to be the bad guy in the series.
Shit, I can see that. I can see that.
I mean, okay, so I see that John. Who the fuck is going to tell Dany that her and John are related?
John.
And then, okay,
John.
You think John gonna say? So do you think Dany didn't be like, oh, this motherfucker trying to get me?
We'll get to theories at the end of the show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm in trouble.
We got a format here.
I apologize. I will follow.
And then I said Sam was like Katy Perry. Like he don't fuck with his parents, but he still gotta go home to Thanksgiving with them. And so
you're so stupid.
That's real shit though.
Bran was she was like, he came up to Sam, he's like, it's time to tell John. And Sam was like, nigga, you're his brother, go tell him. And he was basically like, I'm not his brother, I'm the three-eyed raven, fuck wrong with you.
I love him so much.
I was like, what?
He trusts you better, you tell him. And so John in the crypts looking at Ned and shit.
Ned.
And Sam come down there, and he was like, he was ready to tell him about his auntie. Then he was like, oh, nigga, did she tell you she killed my family? And John was like, what? And she was like, yes, nigga, she burned my fucking family. Did you know? And John was like, no, I didn't know. And he was like, all right then. But would you do that shit? And he looking at him like, bitch, say no, say no, say no. She's
just
like,
say no.
He's
like, but he didn't even like you. What are we doing? Why are you having this weird, like, oh my God, my father, she killed my whole family. Your father is a baby back bitch.
She's the queen.
He is a baby back bitch, and he could have. That's the thing. It was like, why y'all listen here, Kevin Hart? He is the Kevin Hart of the series, because sir, you basically laid in that fire.
No, without question.
He
was like, sir. You get to keep everything you want.
You freed them wildlings. You wouldn't spare them. And he was like, pass. Next question. And so then he was like, listen, you out here defending her when you should be king. He was walking around, he was like, I don't got time for this shit, man. She's like, but you out here defending her when you should have been king. And he stopped and turned around. And he was like, listen, I talked to your brother, and he got whatever the fuck he got. But I read some books, and I was like, listen, your mother is Lyanna Stark, and your daddy is Rhaegar Targaryen, and your name was Aegon Targaryen, and you are the rightful owner, like the rightful heir to the throne.
Rightful king of the Seven Realms.
And he was like, what?
Bitch.
He's like, you mean to tell me the most honorable man, my dad, lied to me this entire time? And Sam was like, no, nigga, your dad promised his sister that he'd take care of you, and that's what he did.
He protected your ass, because Rob would have fucking killed you. Robert Baratheon would have killed your ass.
And he's sitting there looking, and she's like, listen, you are Aegon Targaryen, 6th of his name, and all that shit that go with it. You deserve to be on the crown, have the crown. And he said, you gave up the crown to save the people. Now, will Dany do the same? And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, all right. And so then, by the way, this was like the fastest hour of my life. This show went by so fast.
It wasn't even an hour. It was 53 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So then they
showed. Well, I think the first episode was supposed to be 50 minutes because it's like they did like a 3-minute recap, 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah. So then Tormund and my favorite Ginger.
Yo, how awesome is Tormund? Tormund and fucking Benjen.
They show up and then they run into what's the other dude name from the Night's Watch?
I can't remember his name.
I always forget his name.
Because it's Tormund and Beric are together, and then I'm gonna say John's friends, but I can't think of his name.
Hold on, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find this motherfucker out.
The niggas from the Watch show up, and they're like,
the niggas from the Watch.
And they're like, did y'all find anything? And they walk back to this room, and they had the Umberboar tied up on the wall with like arms all around them in like this weird shape, and I was like,
that shit was crazy.
The fuck? How did this happen?
I was thinking the episode was gonna end on that shit, but I was like, cause that shit would have been freaky as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then they turned him into a white, so he came back to life, and they lit that sword up and burnt that nigga. And the niggas from Hot Fire Starter was like, nobody know how to kill kids better than Game of Thrones. That shit was funny.
Real talk.
Seriously, it was like, oh my god, and they hear him screaming. I'm like, oh, that poor baby. He just wanted horses and food for his people, and they did.
They did. So then, I was like, what does that symbol mean? That's interesting.
Yeah, that symbol got to mean something, yo. Real talk.
And so then they cut back to Winterfell, and you see this nigga with a hood on, rolling up on a horse, and he get off, and it's Jaime fucking Lannister in Winterfell.
My man Jaime's hair got dark as shit. Did he dye it?
He just been growing it out.
That shit dark as fuck, yo.
And then he get off, and I'm like, wait till these niggas see that gold hand. They don't fuck with you, Jaime. And then he looked to his right, and there go fucking the 3-Eyed Raven, staring a hole through his ass.
I was like, that's the old friend he's waiting for. I'm like, oh my god!
And I said,
thank you, Stephanie. You're right.
I said, he may be a 3-Eyed Raven all episode, but when he saw that nigga, he became Brandon Stark again.
It was like, and then I looked like, he really has not seen that boy since he pushed him out a window.
Mm-mm.
That's why the nigga still shot. Like, that nigga supposed to be dead.
Oh shit, you're still alive. But here's the thing. So I'm in the podcast fandom group, and they were discussing that. I'm like, why do I have a feeling that Bran didn't tell anybody what happened to him? Mm-mm. And someone brought up, I'm like, well, Jaime confessed to Catelyn that he's the one who pushed him out the window. Oh. And I was like, oh, okay. And this was early on, back when Jaime was a prisoner with Rob.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
And he did tell Catelyn. I'm like, but it's like, you have to think about it. Nobody knows that. All the people that Catelyn may have told are dead. They're dead. So technically, nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Arya doesn't know. Sansa doesn't know. Jon Snow doesn't. Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody. Does Tyrion know?
That's the thing. I don't know, because remember, Tyrion wasn't with them either. Oh, yeah, so I don't think Tyrion knew.
Nobody could have like you said, nobody could have known because he did tell Caitlyn to herself like there was nobody around that shit.
Yeah, and she could have. I mean, she could have told Rob, but I don't think she did that either.
All right, so I was like, this what gets Bran back?
Oh, he is shook as shit because he was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
I'm gonna have to.
Because I have a feeling that Jamie didn't know that he was. Well, actually, maybe he did know he was still alive. Now I'm trying to remember. I'm like,
I don't know. I think he didn't. Nobody knew until he showed back up. Except John saw him out there in the north.
That's right, because everybody thought Theon killed him.
He knew both his brothers were alive.
But John knew that. But I'm saying, did Jamie know? Because remember, Theon said he killed the two Starks. So it was like nobody didn't know. Remember, Rickon is now dead.
Right. Mm-hmm.
God. So now maybe Jamie is like,
fuck.
Man, listen.
Fuck that little nigga, yo.
So Devin, what are your biggest questions coming out of episode 1?
What that the first fucking 3 sentences out of Bran's mouth to Jamie, Cersei and what's that boy's name?
Euron.
Just want to say urine. And then whatever Theon and his sister got playing. I want to see what the fuck what they got going on. And then also I need some Arya doing some shit. I miss it.
Well, they split up because remember Theon is going to leave.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Theon's on his way to Winterfell.
Yep.
Steph, what are you looking forward to in episode 2?
I am looking forward to my favorite ginger making it to Winterfell to let them know that, the whites are coming. I want to see, I want to see the interaction between Jamie and Tyrion.
Okay.
I want to see how that's going to go.
That's going to be awesome.
It's going to be very interesting. I want to see how Jon takes in all this information that he actually is a Targaryen. Because at first he was really mad, like, oh my God, I can't believe my father lied to me, until Sam explained it. So Bran was right. He was like, I can't be the one to tell him. It's got to be you. Because I feel like if Bran just told him, he would have told him so flatly, and he wouldn't have let him Lyanna made him promise. I feel like this is what's going to happen in the next episode when Jamie comes back and he's in front of the court and he's going to go, hey, yeah, and Jamie pushed me out the window. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm sorry, what now? He's just going to blurt it out because he just blurting out shit. The Night King coming. We got 2 days. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. No, we need to tell him now. We can't wait. He's just going to blurt it out. He's so matter of fact, he don't have the empathy chip. The empathy chip has been removed.
What you telling me is these White Walkers running while we talking right now. They
that's the thing. I'm like, are they running now? Because I feel like they don't run. They're literally just walking. It's just a lot of their asses.
True.
They only run when they see food.
Any
other time they just be walking.
I just want to see how Dany reacts when she finds out.
I don't know if she can find out. I don't think she's gonna find out before the battle of Winterfell.
I don't think so either.
I don't think she is. I'm gonna think she's gonna find out after that.
Well, you think Jon not gonna be brave enough to tell her?
Nope. I think not when they come back from the White Walkers. They're not going. It's gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be tabled until we get rid of the White Walkers.
Right. Jon is singly focused on these White Walkers, so I don't think he gonna slip it.
He ain't saying
nothing. Where the fuck is Brienne at?
Where is Brienne? Because, I saw Pod in, the background on one of, the scenes. I'm like, oh, look, Pod's here. Where the hell is Brienne?
I don't know.
She's still in Winterfell.
Yeah, she's there somewhere.
Yeah.
Because we saw her meet Sansa at the end of last season. Finally see Sansa again.
Yeah. Oh, Tormund's there. Oh, man. Then we're going to get our babies.
No, you're going to have the 3-way love triangle with Tormund, Jaime, and Brienne.
Ugh. I can't. I need Tormund to fall. I need Tormund and Brienne together. Bremond. I need Bremond.
All right. Well, let me see. Well, did you guys see the preview for next?
I did.
So, I didn't think anything. They didn't really show anything.
I mean, it's the Tyrion. I think Tyrion's always gonna fucking just stick up for Jaime and try to say some shit.
Yeah.
To salvage Jaime.
How do you think Jaime gets out of not getting executed on the spot?
Because I mean, I don't know. Again, Tyrion. That's the only way.
Yeah, I guess they gotta listen to him. Do you think the North are gonna finally get behind Jon, or is it gonna take a bunch of niggas dying before they listen?
I think it's dying.
All right. So Devin, you weren't on the show yesterday. Who do you think is gonna kill the Night? I mean, not the Night King. Who do you think is gonna end up on the throne at the end of the season?
Man, I don't think they're gonna make us overthink it. I think it's gonna be Jon. I would love to see Cersei get it. Just go like, oh yeah, she get it. But I think Jaime's killing Cersei. I think. What else do I think? I think we're gonna see them fight it out after like the Battle of Winterfell, and that's gonna be great because you're gonna see people turn. And I think you guys are right now that fucking Dany's gonna turn into the Mad Queen and burn all these motherfuckers because he has dragons. Dragons trump everything. So if Dany really goes mad, I think she can take the throne. But I don't know. I didn't even think about that turn until y'all told me. So
do you think that Bran is the Night King are the same people?
Yo, like I heard that shit because everybody got us watching these fucking YouTube theory type shit. I hope not. That shit's weird. I don't know if I could. Like, so why would he be the Night King and talking to him? Like, I don't want that in my Game of Thrones. Like, I like these twists and turns, but I don't want that type of shit. Because I feel like that's just a mind. That's like a Jedi mind trick, and it's too hard to conceptualize. And George R.R. Martin is great, but he's not gonna make me believe that shit.
Oh God, I can't wait to have Lauren back on here. I'm reading her tweets now. She's funny as shit. She says Cersei got an Ellen DeGeneres haircut.
She did though. Shout out to Lauren.
So yeah, that's gonna be fun next week when she gets back on the show. So yeah, I think that's it for this week. This was a good starter episode just to get you ready. They're trying. So I think the first 2 episodes are gonna be slower because them last 6 episodes are gonna be like a sprint.
Yo,
and they're also longer.
Said episode 3 is gonna be the best episode they had as far as battle scenes. Like,
I cannot wait. Ugh,
that's gonna be crazy.
Absolutely.
Is that Easter Sunday? No, Easter Sunday's next week, right?
Yeah, that's next. Easter's next week. Today is Palm Sunday.
Yeah, it's on Easter Sunday. Yeah.
What's Palm Sunday mean?
The week before Easter.
Okay, thank you.
It's wait, are we telling you what Palm Sunday is?
I really did not. I really didn't know what Palm Sunday was.
Really? Okay, hold on.
Dead ass.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
Okay.
You gonna do it?
Okay.
Right,
the Sunday before Easter, when the triumphal entry of Jesus into Jerusalem. And so what they did when he came in on a donkey, and they put down on the walkway, they put palms down. So that's why you have Palm Sunday.
Girl, thank you. Because I didn't know what the fuck y'all was talking. When you say palm to me, I'm like, not even thinking about it. But I get it now. I appreciate it.
It's for his procession into Jerusalem.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right.
Happy Palm Sunday, folks.
Happy Palm Sunday. So we will be back next week. I don't know what day next week we're going to do it. Probably Monday or Tuesday when we review episode 2. But we will have that out for everybody. Please give us some feedback on what you think is going to happen on the show so we can talk about that as well next week. Make sure you subscribe to Stephanie's podcast, the Mocha Minutes podcast. It's on iTunes and all those other places. Where you get podcasts at, the same places our show is at. So go subscribe to that. And the Two Woke Girls podcast as well. They're on a little bit of a break right now, but they'll be back soon. So subscribe to them as well. We will be back next week. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Talk to you later.